everyone, and welcome back to Easy English Friends.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ben.
And I'm Emma. We're so happy you're here today. So, Ben, how are you feeling today?
I am feeling a little confused, Emma. I had an embarrassing moment yesterday.
Oh no. Tell me, what happened?
Well, I was at a nice restaurant. I finished eating and I wanted to pay.
Okay, that sounds normal so far. What went wrong?
I raised my hand and said, "Excuse me, can I have the invoice, please?"
Oh, I see the problem. Did the waiter look confused?
Yes, he looked very confused. He smiled and said,
You mean the bill, sir?
Aha! Yes, the bill. It is a very common mistake for English learners.
Then after I paid, he gave me a small piece of paper. I said, "Thank you for the bill."
Oh, Ben, you used the wrong word again, didn't you?
I did. He laughed a little and said, "No, sir, this is your receipt."
Wow, you really had a mixed up day with your money words.
I really did. In my native language, we use the same word for all of these things.
That makes total sense. English has 3 different words for paying. We have bill, receipt, and invoice.
Exactly. And I never know which one to use in real life.
Don't worry, Ben. Think of your English like a garden. You plant the seed today, but you cannot see the flower tomorrow.
So I just need to water it every day?
Exactly. You have to water it every day with practice. And today, we are going to water your money vocabulary.
I love that. I am ready to grow my garden. Where do we start?
Let us think of these 3 words like a timeline of a journey.
A timeline? What kind of journey?
It is the journey of your money. The words change depending on when you pay.
Aha, so time is the most important part.
Yes, time is everything. You start the journey, you make a stop, and you finish the journey.
I like that idea. It makes it sound much easier to understand.
Let us start with the first word you try to use at the restaurant. Let us talk about a bill.
Yes, please. What is a bill exactly?
A bill is a request for money. It means you owe money right now.
Okay, so when the waiter brings the paper at the restaurant, that is a bill.
Yes, exactly. You ate the food, so now you owe the restaurant money for that food.
That makes sense. Are there other kinds of bills?
Oh, definitely. Think about the electricity in your house or apartment.
Ah, yes. Every month I get a paper saying I need to pay for the electricity.
Right. That is your electricity bill. You used the power, so you owe the money.
Wow, so a bill is just a piece of paper that says, "Please pay me."
Yes, you got it. Before we move on, I should mention one small secret about the word bill.
Oh, a secret. I love English secrets.
If you travel to America, they might use a different word at the restaurant.
Really? What word do they use?
In the United States, they often say check instead of bill.
A check? Like a tick mark on a piece of paper?
It sounds the same, but it just means the restaurant bill.
Wow, so in New York I would say, "Could I get the check, please?"
Exactly. But if you are in the United Kingdom or Australia, you say bill.
Okay, so check is for America and bill is for the UK.
Yes, mostly. But do not worry. If you say bill in America, they will still understand you perfectly.
That is a relief. I will just stick to bill for now to keep my garden simple.
That is a very smart strategy. Okay, so we just talked about the bill. Now, let us move on to the next step.
Okay, so what happens after I pay the bill?
Well, after you give them your money, the journey continues. You get a receipt.
A receipt? That word feels strange in my mouth.
Yes, the spelling is tricky. We will practice the pronunciation later, I promise.
Thank you. So what exactly is a receipt?
A receipt is your proof. It is a paper that proves you already paid the money.
Aha! So the bill says, "Please pay," and the receipt says, "Thank you, you paid."
Exactly. You are an expert already, Ben.
Not yet. But why do I even need a receipt? I usually throw them in the trash.
Oh no, you should keep them, especially for expensive things like clothes or electronics.
Really? Why should I keep them?
Well, what if you buy a shirt and you take it home and it is too small?
Oh, I see. I want to take the shirt back to the store and get my money.
Yes, but the store needs proof that you bought it from them and not from another shop.
So I show them the receipt.
You got it. If you have the receipt, they will give your money back to you.
Wow, a receipt is actually very important. I will stop throwing them away.
That is good advice. So, a bill is before I pay, and a receipt is after I pay.
Perfect summary, Emma. Let us do a quick recap to make sure our listeners are with us.
When you sit at a restaurant and finish eating, what do you ask for?
I ask for the bill because I need to pay.
Great. And when you walk out of the clothing store with new shoes, what is in your bag?
A receipt is in my bag to prove I paid for the shoes.
Excellent. Now let us talk about the trickiest word.
Oh boy, you mean the invoice?
Yes, the invoice. This is the big word you used at the restaurant by mistake.
Yes, the waiter probably thought I was crazy. What does invoice mean?
An invoice is very similar to a bill, but it is specifically for business.
What do you mean by business? Like a huge corporate company?
Yes, or if you do professional freelance work for someone.
Aha, so like a freelance computer programmer or a car mechanic.
Exactly. A mechanic fixes your car and then gives you a detailed list of the parts and his working hours.
So that detailed professional list is called an invoice.
Yes, it is a formal professional bill. We call it an invoice in the business world.
Oh, I see. So I should not ask for an invoice when I eat a simple hamburger.
No, unless you are buying 1,000 hamburgers for a giant corporate event.
Wow, that would be a very big invoice.
It really would be. So businesses send invoices to other businesses or to their clients.
That makes sense. It sounds much more formal than a regular bill.
It is. An invoice usually has a specific reference number on it and a specific date when you must pay.
How do I actually pay an invoice? Do I hand them cash like at the store?
That is a great question. Usually no. Invoices are paid through the bank.
Ah, so I do a bank transfer on my phone or computer?
Yes, exactly. The invoice will have the bank details written at the bottom of the page.
That makes sense. It is a formal document, so it needs a formal bank payment.
You are totally right. You transfer the money online, and then the business is happy.
Okay, I think I understand the three words now. Bill, receipt, and invoice.
That is great, Ben. Now let us try a live correction role play to test your memory.
Ooh, I love role plays. What are we doing today?
Let us pretend I am a friendly shopkeeper. You are buying a warm winter jacket from me.
Okay, I am ready. I will be the customer buying the jacket.
Great. Hello, sir. This beautiful winter jacket is $50. How would you like to pay?
I will pay with cash. Here's the money. Give me the bill, please.
Aha, hold on, Ben. Let us pause the role play right there.
Oh no, did I make a mistake already?
Just a small one. Let us think about the money journey we talked about.
Yes, the timeline. Before I pay and after I pay.
You just handed me $50 in cash. You already paid me.
Oh, so I do not need a bill. A bill is a request for money.
Exactly. So what should you ask for instead to show proof?
I need the proof that I bought the jacket. I need the receipt.
You got it. Let us try the role play one more time from the start.
Okay, let us rewind the tape. Beep, beep, beep.
Here is your winter jacket, sir. That will be $50.
Here is $50 in cash. Could I get a receipt, please?
Perfect. Yes, sir. Here is your jacket and your receipt. Have a great day.
Wow, that felt much more natural to say.
It sounded perfectly natural. You are doing a fantastic job today.
Thank you, Emma. This is really helping me.
Okay, so we just talked about the clothing store. Now let us try something different.
I am ready for a new challenge. What is next?
I want to try Ben's work analysis. I'm going to give you a real-life situation.
Okay, give me the situation. My brain is ready.
I want you to make 3 simple sentences. Tell me what happens when you hire a plumber to fix your bathroom.
Okay. Let me think about this carefully.
Take your time. Just 3 simple sentences about the plumber, the work, and paying.
The plumber fixes my sink. Then he gives me an invoice. After I pay, he gives me a bill.
Okay, let us analyze your work, Ben.
How did I do? I feel like I made a mistake at the very end.
Well, I loved your first 2 sentences. You used the word invoice perfectly.
Aha! Because fixing a sink is a professional service for my house.
Yes, exactly. A plumber provides a professional service, so he gives you a formal invoice.
Okay, but what about my third sentence? I said he gives me a bill.
Right. Let us think about our timeline again. You just paid him the money.
Oh, I see it now. I already paid the money, so the journey is finished.
Yes, so he cannot give you a bill. A bill means you still owe him money.
Oh, that would be terrible. He needs to give me proof that I paid him.
So what does he give you?
He gives me a receipt.
Yes. Let us hear your 3 sentences again, with the correct word this time.
The plumber fixes my sink. Then he gives me an invoice. After I pay, he gives me a receipt.
Excellent work, Ben. That was perfectly said.
Wow, it really helps to think about the timeline. Before, during, and after.
Let us do one more quick example, just to be totally sure you haven't.
I am ready. Throw another one at me.
You are renting an apartment. Every month, you have to pay for the water you use.
Okay, paying for water for the apartment.
Does the water company send you a receipt, an invoice, or a bill in the mail?
This is tricky. The water company is a very big business.
Yes, it is a big business. But think about your everyday life at home.
Well, they want me to pay for the water I used, so it is a request for money.
That is true. It is a request for money for a daily service.
I think they send me a water bill.
You are absolutely right, Ben. We call them utility bills.
Utility bills. What does the word utility mean?
Utilities are the basic services for your home. Things like water, gas, and electricity.
Aha, I see. So I get a water bill, a gas bill, and an electric bill every month.
Exactly. We do not call them water invoices. That would sound strange.
That is so helpful. English is strange sometimes, but it really does have rules.
Yes, it does have rules. Sometimes they are just hiding from us.
So after I pay my water bill online, what happens next?
What do you think happens? Check your computer email.
Oh, they send me an email to say thank you for paying the money.
And what is attached to that thank you email?
A digital receipt.
Wow, Ben. You are a master of this topic now. You solved the puzzle.
I really feel much more confident. The timeline makes everything so clear.
Now that you know the words, let us practice how they sound.
Yes, please. Some of these words are very hard to say.
Let us focus on the word receipt first.
Okay. Receipt or receipt?
No, not quite. Listen closely to me. Receipt.
Receipt. Oh, the letter P makes no sound at all.
Exactly. The P is completely silent. We call it a ghost letter.
A ghost letter. I love that. So I just pretend the letter P is not there.
Yes,
say the second part like the word seat, like a chair you sit on. Re-seet.
Re-seet. Re-seet. That is much easier to say.
Now, let us practice asking for the bill at a restaurant.
Oh yes. I need to fix my bad habit from yesterday so I do not embarrass myself again.
Listen to how I ask. Could I get the bill, please?
Could I get the bill, please?
That is good, but let us make it sound more native and natural.
How do I do that? I want to sound native.
Notice the rhythm of the sentence. We do not say every single word loudly.
Which words should be loud?
We push the important words. The important words are bill and please.
Okay, so I say those two words louder than the others.
Yes, with a soft voice at the start and a small rise at the end. It is almost like a little song.
Aha, let me try to sing it. Could I get the bill, please?
That was beautiful. Listen to how native it sounds when you flow the words together. Could I get the bill, please?
Could I get the bill, please?
Perfect. Now you will never sound confused at a restaurant again.
Thank you, Emma. All the waiters in my town will be very happy with me.
Now, let us try one more rhythm practice with the word invoice.
Okay, I'm ready. How do we ask for an invoice in a business meeting?
Imagine you are talking to a freelance web designer on the phone.
Okay, I want him to send me the detailed request for money so I can pay him.
Exactly. Listen to this sentence. Please send me the invoice.
Please send me the invoice.
Good. But again, listen to the music of the sentence.
Where is the music in this one?
The big push is on the first part of the word invoice. Invoice.
Invoice, not invoice.
Exactly. English speakers always push the first part of that word, invoice.
So please send me the invoice.
Yes, but let us smooth it out even more. We link the words the and invoice together.
Like the invoice?
Yes, it almost sounds like there is a letter Y in the middle. The invoice.
Oh wow, the invoice. Please send me the invoice.
That is it. When a word ends with a vowel sound and the next begins with a vowel sound, we connect them.
This is secret native speaker knowledge. I love learning these tricks.
Yes, it is. It makes your speaking sound very smooth and very fast.
Let me try the whole sentence together. Please send me the invoice.
Amazing. You sound like a real business professional, Ben.
I feel like a professional. This podcast is a great gym for my mouth.
I am so glad you remembered my garden and gym metaphors from earlier. Let us do a quick recap of the 3 words we learned today.
Okay, I will try to remember them all without making a mistake.
Number 1, you are at a restaurant. You finish eating your pizza. You ask for
A bill, because I ate the food and I owe them money.
Perfect. Number 2, you pay for your coffee. The barista hands you a little paper. It is
A receipt, because it is my proof that I already paid for the coffee.
excellent. Number 3, a graphic designer creates a logo for you and emails you a formal request for payment. That is an
Invoice, because it is a professional business document.
Then you got a perfect score. You really understand the money timeline now.
I really do. I promise I will never ask the waiter for an invoice again.
That is a great personal victory. So, how are you going to use this in your real life tonight?
Well, I am going to the grocery store later today to buy dinner.
That is a perfect place to practice your new words.
Yes, when I buy my vegetables, I will proudly say, "Could I get a receipt, please?"
I love that. You are taking your mouth to the gym in the real world.
Exactly. Watering my English garden one day at a time, just like you said.
You are building a very strong English vocabulary, Ben. I am proud of you.
Thank you, Emma. I could not do it without your help.
Well, everyone, That brings us to the end of today's lesson.
I had so much fun today, Emma. I learned a lot of useful things.
I did too, Ben. You did a fantastic job with the role plays.
Thank you. What should our listeners do now?
We have some homework for you. Just like Ben, try writing a sentence below.
Yes. Tell us about the last time you asked for a bill, a receipt, or an invoice.
Write your sentence in the comments, and we will try to read them all.
We love reading your comments. You are all doing so great with your English journey.
Remember, learning English takes time. Be patient with yourself.
And keep watering your garden every single day.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening to Easy English Friends.
Have a wonderful day, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.